Hey there, Koch and Brendan here at PAX Australia, and today we're joined by Mamais from CD Projekt Red to talk about Cyberpunk 2077. So, first of all, tell us about yourself.
So I'm the head of the CD Projekt Red Krakow studio, basically. In the Krakow studio, there's two studios in Poland currently working on Cyberpunk. The Warsaw, it's like I think it's like 300 plus people working there's a lot more people working there, but just on the game, so it's 300 plus, and then we have like 100 plus in Krakow working on the game. So my job is to basically manage the studio in Krakow, grow it and manage it, and I'm managing production there as well.
Okay. So for people who aren't here at PAX Australia this weekend, can you tell us what we've got on display from Cyberpunk?
A booth that's in the Microsoft booth currently that we're taking part of with our publisher that's for Australia is Namco Bandai, right?
Yeah.
But they're sharing like this Microsoft booth. So we've got like some cosplayers there, and then we've got a kind of a gameplay trailer running that you can go see. I think it's about 15 minutes. And there's also, every day we're showing a 45-minute like gameplay, I guess it's called Deep Dive. It's actually just a gameplay demo and based in some part of the game. So a lot of people are seeing that, and there's one more today, and that's basically it, yeah.
And so they're walking you through, like someone will be playing the game and showing off all the cool features and...
Not in the booth, it's just like it's like played back. It's like kind of like played back every 15 minutes, but the big presentation, it's a live presentation, so somebody's playing it and somebody else is talking about it. Well, demo is really critical to introducing the game to people, right? It's but not only that, it also provides a way for us to take our ideas, which are quite disparate in the studio that we're developing. Like, it's a big team, right? Lots of different people working on it in different departments. So we need to put those things together and make sure that the game for us internally feels right. So it's the demo. We do it for shows like E3 or for PAX. But it also helps us internally.
What's something that you're expecting to see from gamers once that, like, when they've played Cyberpunk 2077 for the first time?
Well, we hope that they get so pulled into the universe that we don't hear from them for a while. So it's like that's the idea, is to like really suck them into the universe. And it's a single player game, so. It's a long game, so it's like you should jack in theoretically, metaphorically speaking, and then we'll see you, in a couple more days from now. And when you come out, you should be amazed, I hope. So.
Now, can you tell us more about the new abilities in Cyberpunk 2077?
It's an RPG, so there's a set list of attributes that you build up in the game, and there's also a set of skills attached to those attributes. So. I don't have the list in my head, but that's essentially how you're building your character. You gain experience, and then with those experience points, you can level up your attributes, and then you can also get perks along the way, which you can use to level up your skills. And there's a lot of different ways you can play. So you can be a stealthy character, or you can be like a solo kind of. I don't know how you would, a run and gun type character, yeah. Or you can be like a hacking kind of netrunner type, or you can combine them. Kind of the essence of what we're trying to achieve is kind of a fluid class system in the game. So you don't pick one class, you kind of mix and match, and depending on how you like to play, that's where you put most of your points.
Cool. So since E3, the big talking point, what happened, the big reveal of Keanu Reeves is going to be in the game. Yeah. What kind of part does he play in the game with the main character?
Yeah, I'm not sure how much has been said about Keanu. It's because it's kind of spoilerish to talk about about him too much. He's going to be with you in some way throughout the entire game. He has a lot of. He's like a major kind of character throughout the entire game. So, but you'll have to wait and see, what his role actually is.
What was it like to work with Keanu Reeves on Cyberpunk 2077?
I didn't work with him directly, but a lot of the guys that I work with have worked with him, and what they say is what you hear about Keanu is that he's just genuinely a really cool and nice guy, and that's what they're saying about him as well. So he's a pro, so he's really fun to work with in terms of his professionalism, and so he's helping us as much as we're working and using his talent for the game. So it's kind of a nice working relationship with Keanu. Yeah.
All of the you said 300 people are working at the Krakow.
But 100 in Krakow, and in Warsaw it's more than 300. So on the project in total, it's between 400 and 500 people, I think, working on the game.
So we've got all of those people working on the game. Have you experienced any times of like crunch time, the normal
crunch time?
Yeah, well, 100-hour weeks, 60-hour weeks type deal when you end up going through that type of.
There's been a lot like written and talked about, crunch time with us and with other game developers, and we don't really like to talk about it too much because it's a little bit too controversial, and we're more here like to talk about the game and not about like the working life around the game.
After Cyberpunk 2077, what would be the next step for CD Projekt Red?
I wish I could announce something like that, right? That's like a big news story. So it's like that's something that I'm not allowed to talk about. And there will be a time when we like go out in public and say, okay, we're going to do this next and stuff. So right now it's like the only thing that we are really allowed to, and we should talk about is just focusing on this release, because this is it's all consuming in terms of resources, and so it's very important for us to just like keep our eye on the ball.
What is the most exciting thing that players who don't know about the game, what would you want to tell them to get them excited for it if they are trying to stay under a rock as much as possible?
That's a good question. It's hard to know what gamers expect. I think since it's like us making the Cyberpunk game, I think what you can be excited about is that it's going to be a really strong RPG and a really awesome story, right? So it's like if that's the kind of, and if you're into single player RPGs with strong story, I think this is like your cup of tea. So hopefully we'll like deliver that in spades. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for talking to us here at PAX Australia. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and able to actually check out some of Australia.
Yeah, thanks a lot.